Oh! Woo! Alright, welcome back. I'm Mikey.
I'm Nate.
And we're here to help you
Improve your balance.
Alright, so we're going through the Harvard Medical School special report on better balance. Nate won, so I gotta do the intro here. But the reason we did that in the first exercise in here, so this is the difficult, the hard balance in motion. So it's gonna be a little bit of stepping, moving in different ways. And soccer, there's a soccer kick, which is the first one. And soccer is great. We both grew up playing soccer because it is such a dynamic movement, and you often end up on one foot at a time. All right, and so what the Harvard Medical report says that if you have a hip replacement, ask your doctor if you need to modify any of the movements. All right, so we're gonna do a lot of like crossing here. All right, especially when you cross and plant. So just be aware of that. If you have hip injuries, start slow, or just see what your limits are, and if it doesn't feel right, just skip it and move on.
Yeah, so in the past we did a static balance, so this is the opposite. This is dynamic balance. This is balance in motion. How do you adjust yourself with movement? So yeah, make sure you've got a nice clear area to work with. And
yeah, and so the first one is called soccer kick, all right? And it just wants you to, you're gonna have your feet forward and you're gonna cross over, all right? If this is hard for your hip, Nate's gonna show a little modification here, where he's actually gonna turn the toe out. So watch here.
So turn the foot, then kick. And turn the foot, then kick. Yeah, because if your foot is planted straight and then you cross, it creates a little more torque on the knee. So turn that planted foot out in the direction that you're kicking and open it like that, turn it back. Okay, a little easier.
So whichever way you're doing, if you're turning that toe open or not, if you want the balance portion of it, you can have your arms apart, standing away from but near a wall, all right? And you're just gonna cross over. So plant, kick across, plant, kick across, plant, kick across. A couple more of these.
And you could do it with or without a soccer ball.
And we go to the other side here, so other leg. So I'm touching down in between each time. If you can really get your balance up, you can sort of hold it there and swing. All right, but really look for that end range of motion here. It's a good one for working on the outside of the leg, the IT band. You know, gets really tight with runners or sitting a lot. So this can help stretch that out and strengthen some of the muscles on the inner legs.
Yeah, just switch whenever you're ready. If you want to switch more frequently to left or right, that's okay if your leg's getting tired.
Either. Hands on your hips if you want.
Yeah, makes it a little harder. All right.
Yeah. So now we're going to take this motion and just make it into a step. All right. So it's called. They call it braiding, or we can call it karaoke. So
karaoke.
One foot.
Grapevine.
Grapevine. They're all the same. One goes over. Together. 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 All right. So cross in front. Come together. Cross behind. Come together. Cross in front. Come together. And if you've done this, you can just do a bunch of quick ones if you feel comfortable with that. But if we're going slow, good to get that little different step. All right. Any way we step sort of differently, not just forwards, which is most exercises. Really preparing ourselves for unexpected things. Be able to maneuver in tight spaces and just adapt to unexpected circumstances.
Yeah.
To help the balance.
Especially, stepping backward is something we rarely do, right? If we want to go this way, we usually just turn our whole body and go forward. We want to go this way, we go forward. So we really do. We get much, much worse at stepping back and sideways. So grapevine or braiding or karaoke, whatever you want to call it, is very good. And try it going a little faster once you get the hang of it. Go up and down the hallway. You can even take a little more space if you have more room. And really use your arms to counterbalance too.
Yeah, get that twist going as well. Feels really nice. We do a lot, track, soccer, warm-ups like that, really common.
Yeah.
All right, so next one, we've done this before, but they call it rock step here. So we're just gonna step the knee up, so sort of 90-degree angles, and then go to the other, but we're just gonna hold it for a second or two. By holding it, we're letting that proprioception, those nerves respond to the imbalance.
If you need to touch something or hang on to somebody, you can, you can do that. The longer you hold it, obviously, the more challenging it is, and the more your balance will improve. This is good because the dynamic and static are together in this one. So you're dynamically balancing up, and then you're holding in a static pause. So this is a really good one that has a little bit of both.
If you want to challenge a harder challenge, you can stay low, sort of like a Tai Chi step, where your knees are bent the whole time, you're keeping your head level the same height, and you're just working on that weight shift to a slow knee up.
Yeah, or even stepping in a square. You can practice doing the rock step forward, or backward, or sideways. So get creative with it. Have some fun with these.
Ninja. Alright, so next one, so just a few squats. Alright, so we're going to work some of the bigger muscles in our legs. We're going to build that strength. So we want our legs fairly wide, and we don't want our knees to come in or go out too much. Right? You want them sort of going at almost a 45-degree angle, and you want that knee to go straight over your toe. Alright, not past it. Alright, if your knee's going past your ankle, have a little wider step. Alright, and really think about going straight down, keeping that good alignment, and straight up. We're going to keep going for this. We're going to let you challenge yourself. Keep breathing. Go at your own pace. If it starts to hurt, you can go, or especially your knees, you can go a little lower. All right, but keep that little bit of bend. Don't fully relax at the end, because we're going to build that endurance by keeping the muscle engaged and then just working it more and more as we go deeper into the squat.
Now, if you want a little variation, you can squat and then step and cross, and then squat and step, and your hand will cross. You can do it with your hands together if you like also. And you create this is a little more advanced, right? You squat, and as you come up, you cross and you pause just for a second. Okay? Nice. Feel those muscles waking up. We rarely do movements like this throughout the day, so this can feel a little awkward at first. But once you get confident and strong with this, you're going to be much more confident as you hike, as you walk up and down stairs, as you do things that before you might feel a little nervous about.
Keep breathing.
Your head can even turn too. Whenever your head turns, especially away from where your body is facing, it becomes even more challenging. So if you want to add one more little element, a little head turn.
And don't overdo it here. I know it's really easy to get your knees sore from that kind of activities, so shake those out, be kind to yourself, make sure that these are the type of activities you're going to be able to do consistently, and that we're not just going to overdo it and never want to come back, because that doesn't help anyone.
Yeah, long term here.
Alright, so next one, we call these curtsies, or sort of the bowler. So you're just going to step behind, alright, and do a little bit of a squat there. Try to keep your hips, shoulders, and head in a line. We're not leaning forward, alright? We're a little bit, greeting everyone with the ball.
How do you do? Or if you want it kind of a bowling step, you can put your hand across, just like you're bowling. If curtsying isn't your thing.
And play with it. You can go different directions too. Change the angle.
You can do the bowling curtsy where you lift the dress and you throw the ball.
Oh yeah, that's fancy.
This is how they used to bowl back in the old days.
The proper...
Yeah, a proper lady always lifts her skirt as she bowls.
And same thing, if your knees are getting sore, just do a little less. It's okay to just go like this. Part of it is just that weight shifting and being able to get your foot into a position to catch yourself. If you're falling backwards and something's coming this way, it's like, okay, I don't need to panic. My body is very used to this kind of movement. So we just want to do different movements consistently so that we're ready for the challenges of life.
And the challenges of bowling.
And bowling, I know, I gotta get out there.
And try moving your head too. So if you're getting real comfortable with this, try as you drop, turning and looking, moving your orientation around. This is a really good thing for your brain and body to start putting together more factors, more challenges and changes. This will not. This will definitely help get you a couple more strikes and spares, I believe,
Yeah,
as well. So enjoy.
And so last one here is just a reverse lunge. So like we were talking about stepping backwards especially, not that common, but really common for falls because you're usually not expecting to go backwards. All right, so having that flexibility, that strength, even being able to look behind you and see the ground makes a big difference. All right, so the form here for just the basic lunge, you're gonna step straight backwards. All right, my toes on the ground. All right, not my hips not turned out like in yoga, what we were doing. Toes just there and a little bit of a squat. You want to go straight down, all right, and then come back up. So leg goes out and then goes straight down, back up, feet together. Leg behind, straight down, back up, feet together. You can do this with a chair. This is a really easy one to do with a chair. All right, next to you here or the wall. Good. So go at your own pace. If bending your knees again is too painful, just back off.
And you can start with smaller steps. You might just start with a little step and get used to that. And then gradually, you might take a bigger step, okay? Just start small. You can use your hands for a little balance too.
When you don't use the hands, it really adds, that balance component to this.
Yeah.
And going slow. You can do a really slow, controlled one. Maybe you get that knee all the way to the ground, come all the way back up. Full range of motion, all the way to the ground, all the way back up. And getting that knee to the ground can actually be really important because maybe that's how we decide to go to the ground instead of a bigger, tree type fall. So it's just, I'm on the ground. Okay, that's all right. I know how to get back up. My body's done this before.
Yeah, and if you're not comfortable with it, just start off near a wall or just holding onto something and lowering, maybe putting a cushion under your knee if it's painful to put your knee down that way. Nice work.
Yeah, I'm breathing hard.
Yeah.
So quick, easy ways to get your blood going, get that strength building throughout the day. It doesn't take long, a minute or two. So find one of these you like. Find one of them that was difficult for you because the difficult ones, that's where you're gonna get the most gain. So find something you're not used to, try to use it throughout the day, and just add it to your routine.
Yeah, nice work. So yeah, if your knees are sore at all, you can do a little massage or little rotations, or just give them a rest, getting some of the circulation. So we did a lot of work around these major joints, so make sure to acknowledge that, don't overdo it. And hopefully this helps you in your bowling and maybe even your soccer game.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a chance of redemption.
We'll see. Rematch next time. All right. Cool. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nate.
I'm Mikey.
Until next time.
Stay balanced, my friends.